Good afternoon, Sunday the 26th of April. It's the 12 p.m. movement snack. If this is the one you're looking for, please stay. We will commence movement snacking in about 4.5 minutes. If you don't want the preamble, if you don't want to hear me welcoming people into the live, if you're watching after, you have the luxury of sliding across to miss this bit. Or you can turn the volume down. Or you can come back in what is now 4 minutes. Gospel, I do believe you are first across the line today. You're probably just waiting for the barbecue to heat up, I think. I can take the truth, Andrew. Okay, I can see people arriving. Come on, lovely to see you. Come on in. Thanks for coming in from a glorious day. Well, it's glorious here in Havant, so I'm assuming, perhaps incorrectly, that you've all got a bit of sun. Scotland is in. Hello, George. Wales is in. Alison's arrived on time. Oh, you're coming in from the sun. Thanks so much. I did a double take at my watch at 11:30 and went, oh, crikey. Better get in, set up the studio. Hello, Sheila. And Carol and Helen. Hello, Kate. Where are you, Kate? Give us your location so I can plot you on my mind map. And we will get going in less than 3 minutes on this lunchtime movement snack, which is our second set of 10 minutes today. Thank you, Shrewsbury. Garden watered, fed, oven cleaned, been to Zoom church, Dagenham sunny, but not that hot, still lovely. Overcast in Bolton. Thank you for the weather reports. It's important that we keep the nation informed. It looks like rain in Cruden Bay. Hi, Kathy. So if I could just crowbar this 10 or so minutes into your day, and then you can get back out there, get back doing all your stuff. That's why you've come in. So just 10 minutes of more mindful things, plant some seeds, have a thought, and hopefully these thoughts and these kind of optimal type movements that we're doing in these snacks will be infiltrated and deployed into your days. Hello, Fran, you made it. Close shave, Bob. You don't mean the hairy variety, I don't think. And hello again, we've got Sydney in the house. Hello, Sydney. Hello, Anne from Sydney. Thanks for coming in. Hello, Leslie. And Greece. Sydney, Greece, Northumberland, Gosport. Top to bottom, side to side, and underneath. We've got all bases covered, I think. We had Dee from Calgary in the morning movement snack this morning that was still awake. She was in Canada, so she did this snack at 1 a.m. in the morning and then went back to sleep. I think that deserves some kind of special prize or something. I don't know. Don't worry, Diana, you just made it. And Jordan. Oh my goodness. Hello, Jordan, the country. Hello, Mustafa from Jordan. Thanks for coming in. So should we do it? Should we do a 3, 2, 1? We'll get this functional, strengthy type activity snack in the benefits bag, and then you can get back out to your day. Are we ready, steady? Someone's telling me something. It's hot, it's sunny. Okay, let's do it, and then you can go back out. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon. My name is Bex Townley. You've joined us on the 26th of April, lunchtime, 12 p.m, noonday movement snack. The aim is to crowbar in and accumulate additional minutes, movement minutes throughout your day, over and above, in addition to anything else you're doing. This little 10 or 12 minutes here just serves to give you some thoughts to be more mindful about how we move and how you can optimize all the stuff that you're currently doing. It's like a little magic pill. Come on, let's do it. As always, we have a standing option. Standing options. We have a wall for external support or a solid surface so that we can take up more support, so that we can feel more confident and get the most out of these strength type activities. If chair is your option, adopt that working position now. So if you're in the chair, you're going to hip walk forward, bring your buttocks, bring your feet with you, lift up tall, and in the chair either start with the march first, 1 or 2 arms, or start with the feet first. Remember, it's all about feet and ankles if that's an option for you. So in seated, as and when you feel you can, this steady march with loads of ankle activation might help to bring the hands together and guide the elbows back. Keep going if that's the seated option. In stand now, so hopefully you've all started to take the Circ Boost walk on the spot. Here are the thoughts and checks. Lengthen a little bit more, lengthen from the centre. Stand taller than you ordinarily do. Lift open the chest so that we can get a really good strong shape through the posture, which will better support will better work for us for the movements that happen underneath. So as I'm transferring the weight, thinking about ankles, feet and toes, so try to avoid flat feet. Have a look down if it helps to see what's going on. Look ahead if you can. And for this circulation boosting today, what I want you now to start to do is to slow it right down and really consider ankles, feet and toes. So if we slow it right down, have a look at the feet, and are you really looking to peel the heels off? Heels come off first, toes come off last, and then toes go down first, toes go down, come up last. So it's almost now as if you're really deliberately pushing from the balls of feet through the heels and then peeling the heels off. And if this is available to you, the same in the chair here. Lift off and peel down. Have a look to see what's going on. This will help us understand. All right, just take a pause. So that circulation boost just serves to do that, to boost the circulation, get us in the mindset of these movements now, lift and open postures a little bit more, and really try to optimize our movements. The reason I asked you to really slow down the ankles and feet on that Circ Boost, because we're going to do another alternative or another progression or modification of our heel raises. So let's just put crowbar in a couple of those just to refresh our whole body and mind. The heel raise is here, and in these days, brackets 35 in total, we've been looking to focus on pushing the body weight up and then lowering slowly, and this is really serving to strengthen the ankles and the feet and the lower leg. And these activities are really required for all our functions in daily life, especially coming downstairs, coming down slopes, functional reaching when we need to be a bit taller. It's the same in our seated option. If lower limb feet are available to you, we've got the heel raise up and the slow down. An alternative is if feet, lower limb not an option, our focus is going to be on the buttocks in the chair, the lifted posture here, and these buttock squeezes, so contracting the buttocks. When we're in a chair doing functional activities, this bit here, the big muscles in the backside, serve to act as our support and our means of bringing us back and keeping us steady and firm in the chair. So if feet, ankles not an option, focus is on lift and this buttock squeeze, if you like. So a few of those in there. Remember, these movement snacks are to give you little snippets of movements that you then infiltrate into everything else you do across the days. All right, hopefully heels are ready. Here's the thing then. So we've done a couple of heel raises. This one you could do in the kitchen, in the garden, just while you're waiting for kettles or cooking, or just to have a think about ankles and feet when you're outdoors, for example. So just take some steps. We're going to take some steps, but as we swing this leg through, we just take a little lift as we go. So we walk and add a little lift. I'm going to turn back so you can see. I'll come across the shot this time. It's just a walk and a lift and a walk and a lift. It's almost like you could be having a wander. Could be in the supermarket, for example. If you need support, then obviously use it. If you're steady and confident in stand, just as you're walking in your daily walks, just add in crowbar and a few of these heel raise lifts as you go. In these ones, they won't come up quite as high as our specific dedicated ones here, but that's okay. Just try to get a little bit more strength into your ankles as you walk. Same in seated. Now what we can do here in seated is actually translate that into a more functional foot placement forwards and back. So we can just take some steps, working through the footfall. So if you're going through these seated options, but you're also doing standing activities through the day, so the aim is to spend more time in stand, on these seated options, just really focus on trying to improve the footfall, okay? All right, let's have a switch, let's have a change. So we've done forwardy, ankly things. Now we're going to look at some hips. We've been doing over these days some various types of sideways stepping. And can you see that when I step sideways, those ankle movements we've just done directly apply. As I step sideways, the ball of the foot comes down first. When I take sideways steps, the bigger that step, the more I need feet and ankles to control that. So here's a couple of options. Take some steady side steps. Remember, we've talked about how pace and speed and size of movement really changes how stuff feels. And now we're going to put in some, as if you're stepping over objects. So now we've got some extra movement in the hip. Now the thing here, the posture points we've been working on are significant here. So I'm staying lifted. I don't need to lift the knees too high, but I've got a lift and it over, here and here. Really functional. Hopefully you can see that. So lifting over stuff, avoiding obstacles, stepping over dogs and cats. In seated. If you're in seated and you do carry out standing activities, it has an application here. So we can do the same thing. Really a lot more feet and ankles here. Now remember, because we're already seated, you might feel a bit squeezed in the hips. We already have our legs at 90 degrees. So it's not a big knee. A lift up, create some space in the middle, use the feet and here. So we still need this activity in sit, because we need to rotate and move and get in and out of chairs that are perhaps under tables. But most important, if you are progressing to standing work, it's this footfall. Our feet and ankles work differently for us when we go sideways, so that's why we spend so much time on ankles. If you want to, you can step over the bar and add a bend and then bring it back. So you can start to add, bringing in our knee bend and our hip hinge. Can you see all these things start to work together for us in daily life? And on the subject of hip hinge and knee bend, let's crowbar in one more, last minute. Here's the knee bends that we've been doing. In stand, take up support, don't want to challenge your balance here. So we've got to take the knee bend and this really strong hip hinge. On the way up, so we small as you like, and then drive through the buttocks. So give these an extra squeeze to come up tall. Then we're going to add upward reach. Walls are great for this because they take away the balance concern. So I can take the reach and the up When you do take the reach and the up, for purposes of these movement snacks, just keep the head and eyes forward. I'm not suggesting you track the gaze with that arm at the moment. Just work on this fluid bend and stand and reach. In seated, the same. Considering shoulders, how your shoulders are above head. So we're going to take the reach and then an extra sideways reach and come back down again. And remember all the anchor stuff at the buttocks. So give your buttocks an extra squeeze. I reach up and up, 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 and keep the buttocks fixed. And if it's an option, you can bring the heels with that. Or you can add a little jockey lift, as if you're going to just push through and come up because you need to get a little bit higher. Okay, that's it. That's the snack. We did a circulation boost. We slowed that right down to really focus on more ankles and feet to prepare us for a walking heel raise. We did some lateral, some sideways stepping, which is inherent in anything you'll be doing in the day. You'll be turning to sit down, you'll be moving around rooms and small spaces, so we need to be able to step sideways. The ankle mobility and strength really gives confidence in sideways steps. Not forgetting, if you ever feel wobbly and unsteady throughout your daily activities, we'll be instinctively taking extra steps to regain balance. So we're preparing for all that stuff. That's another 10 minutes. Okay, 12 minutes in the movement benefits bag. Have a think of all those. Crowbar in some side steppy type stuff. Crowbar in some extra reaches if you're on chair alternatives. Feet, ankles, knees, hips, spine. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough for homework. See you at 4 o'clock for a more calming, sway, coordinated, big Sunday stretch. That's another 20 minutes of mindful, purposeful movement minutes in the benefits bag. And don't forget, it's a bag for life. Goodbye, everyone. See you at 4. Bye, bye, bye.